Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and tonight I am taking advantage of the wonderful weather and getting this little section of garden replanted. Now last week we cut down a big Leyland cypress, really good decision. It was covered in bagworms, and frankly we can do something a lot more interesting than a big overgrown conifer. And of course I didn't have to look very hard because I have a bunch of landscape plugs still left over from the spring open garden. So I've decided that I'm gonna do a nice perennial planting using all of these native plants, including liatris and echinacea, solidago, different asters, and it's really not gonna take me any time at all. Now I was also debating on how much soil prep I should do. And you know, there's been a big conifer here for the last 12 years. So I do think some soil is necessary, but maybe not the level of which I usually do. So I'm just using one small bag of veggie mix because, to be honest, that's all I have on hand right now. I'm headed out of town tomorrow for the rest of the week. I really won't be able to get new soil cube into like probably the second or third week of August. So I want to get this project done now. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of compost. So I know these plants will get settled in really well. And this section is definitely maybe more shade than sun. It might be 50-50. It gets shaded nice and early in the day, so these plants won't get too stressed out no matter how hot we are. So stay tuned to watch my progress. I almost forgot that I have ornamental grasses. So I grabbed 3 heavy metal panicum and 5 pink muley grass. I think that'll really, well, grasses are always a good decision, right? All right, gonna start digging some holes. Well, it doesn't look like much now, but you know, we actually planted that section a year ago today. So I'm right on schedule, and it's amazing what 1 year's worth of growth can do with these, particularly with the native perennials and ornamental grasses. So next year at this time, this section's gonna look equally full, and I think it's gonna be really beautiful. Hopefully it's enough sun. Honestly, after this year's drought, kind of am leaning towards some of the full sun plants here in North Carolina do better in part shade. So I'm gonna test that theory. Well, everybody, I don't have any mulch, so it's gonna stay like this. I'm not gonna fertilize. I'm just gonna let everything be. We've got rain in the forecast, so I'm actually not even gonna water anything in. And I do look forward to sharing updates in my weekly garden tours, so I do hope you'll subscribe so you can stay in the loop. As always, thanks so much for watching, and happy gardening.